Welcome back to Fox Explainer. Today I'm going to show you a British zombie horror movie from 2015 called The Resort. Spoilers ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Watch out and take care. 10 years ago, the Chromis virus outbreak caused the deadliest pandemic that humans have ever seen. The virus killed people and then brought them back to life, turning them into flesh-eating zombies. The zombies started infecting everyone around them, starting a war between the living and the dead. The war only ended when the Brimstone Protocol, which involved bombing the area full of zombies, was put into action. At the end of it, more than 2 billion people had died. Zombies were wiped off the face of the earth, except in the resort. The resort is a sunny island that makes money off of the zombies. People from all over the world pay thousands of dollars to go to the island and hunt zombies in safety. The CEO of Resort is a woman named Valerie Wilton. She is praised for the great way she got the world's economy back on track after the war. She also gives money to an organization called HOPU that helps international refugees. Lewis and Melanie, a young couple, have come to the island for a similar adventure. Melanie's father was turned into a zombie during the war, which has left a deep scar on her life. So, she is on the island to deal with her trauma. The couple and other guests are brought to an exclusive lobby to rest after their flight. Two teenage gamers named Jack and Alfie, a girl named Sadie who was supposed to come with her fiancé, and a quiet veteran named Archer are all there. They are finally taken to the famous resort. At night, the guests enjoy food and drinks while Valerie Wilton gives a speech about how the resort is everyone's dream come true. The place is a paradise for people who want to get over the traumas that the war gave them. Sadie leaves the party and walks around looking for something. She goes into the facility's control room and hacks into the resort's mainframe to get some information. Archer sees her walking out of the room but doesn't think much of it. The next day, the group gets into a car with their tour guide, Tom. They finally left for the zombie hunting trip. When the officials try to close the main gate after the vehicles leave, the system starts to go wrong. The technicians say it is not a big deal. The group is then taken to a hunting spot, where Tom explains the rules and techniques of the hunt. Melanie looks over to the field and sees a lot of zombies walking around. She is still not ready to hunt them yet because they remind her of her dad. On the other hand, Jack and Alfie begin shooting almost immediately. Lewis makes the first kill and gives the rifle to Melanie. She points it at a female zombie, but she can't shoot when she looks at her face. Archer, who is behind them, shoots like a pro and kills with every shot he takes. Everyone admires how good he is. The group is then taken to a camping site where they will spend the night. Back at the resort, they haven't fixed the security problem. Valerie asks the head of security to run a full diagnosis because she is worried. Soon, they find out that someone who shouldn't have been there got into their system and left them with a virus that is letting people in. If the computer virus isn't stopped, zombies will soon fill the resort. Another group that went hunting is attacked somewhere else. One person is killed by the zombies, but the rest are able to get away. After that, the resort is attacked as well. When the zombies start biting people, the guests run away in fear. Soon, they get into the control room and start to turn the employees into one of them. Valerie hides behind the computers and watches as the monsters kill everyone. She runs into her office and locks the door before they can catch her. A member of staff begs her to let him in, but she won't. The system automatically triggers the Brimstone Protocol, which will destroy the island in a few hours. Back at the camp, Melanie goes up to Sadie and asks her why she is there. As the two talk, they see a zombie coming towards them. Sadie takes a gun and points it at the creature, but she can't shoot him out of sympathy. Archer is able to kill the zombie. Tom starts to freak out because the zombies aren't supposed to come to the camp, which is separated from them by a tall electric fence. He uses the car's light to look around and sees a group of zombies coming up behind them. The security breach had caused the fences to open, letting the zombies into the safe zone. Archer starts shooting them as Tom gets into the car to call the resort. He can't get to them, and even the car won't start. Melanie is attacked by a zombie while hiding in the tent with Sadie. Sadie saves her, and the two of them run towards the car. Everybody gets on top of it to save themselves, but a zombie bites Alfie when he tries to climb up. Jack looks at his best friend, who is unconscious and lying on the ground. All at once, everything stops. Dead zombies are all over the camp. The people decide to spend the night on top of the car. The next morning, Tom tells them that they won't get any help and that the Brimstone Protocol will happen in a few hours. Once it starts, there will be several explosions on the island that will kill all the zombies and stop the infection from spreading. Before the protocol starts, they have to leave the island. Before the resort was taken over, the staff was told to meet at the dock. But since their car doesn't work, they can't get to the dock in time. Tom looks at the map of the island and figures out that there is an underground path from the communication relay back to the dock. Archer leads the group to the place where they can talk to each other. Whenever he feels danger, he stops the group for a few minutes. Lewis responds by saying that no one made him the leader. Suddenly, a zombie attacks Jack, but Tom kills it. Tom sees that the zombie is a fellow travel guide. They keep going until they reach a broken fence with a car crashing into it. They get to the other side one by one, but the zombies attack them in the middle. One of them bites a chunk of flesh off of Tom. Everyone watches him in shock. And then all of a sudden, Lewis shoots him dead. Melanie is shocked that her boyfriend would do something like that. Without thinking about it too much, they move on toward the communication relay. When they finally get to the place, Archer tells Sadie to watch out or they will leave her behind. When the others call him out for being rude, he says that he saw Sadie sneaking around the control room while hiding from security the other day. Everyone asks Sadie if that's the case. She finally says that she is a member of the Living Two, an activist group for the rights of the dead. She and the people with her wanted to stop the cruel hunting that was going on the island. So, she was sent to the resort's mainframe to get some secret information. But her own people had betrayed her because when she was downloading the data, they sent a virus that crashed the whole security system. Lewis blames Sadie very harshly for killing so many people. Everyone looks at Sadie with disapproval and walks away from her to get to the communication relay. Melanie is sad, but she still asks Sadie to go with them. When they go inside the building, they find bodies that have been half-eaten all over the place. The building is full of zombies, but the group makes their way inside slowly and quietly. As they try to hide from the zombies, they split up into two groups. Archer, Melanie, and Lewis go one way, while Sadie and Jack go the other. The second group finds the entrance to the underground path they were looking for, but the creatures attack Jack and Sadie. Sadie gets bitten in the encounter. As a group of zombies take over her, she has no choice but to ask Jack to run away. Jack runs to the rest of the group, and everyone quickly jumps over a fence to safety. Then, they go below ground until they reach a dark hall. As they go further in, they see a room with several zombies in cages. The room is very hot. They get out of the room that looks like an oven and think they are safe, but then a zombie grabs Jack and bites him. Archer kills the zombie, but Jack has now caught the disease. When he starts to turn, Archer has no choice but to shoot him. Now, only Archer, Melanie, and Lewis are still alive. The three move forward and are surprised to see a camp for refugees set up by a charity called Hopu. Soon, they find out that CEO Valerie has been bringing in refugees from all over the world and telling them she will give them a place to stay. But instead, to keep the island running, they turned innocent refugees into zombies. The incubation room they found earlier was used to heat the zombies so they would look colder, and the tourists wouldn't know that they are new. Out of nowhere, the new zombie refugees come out of the tent. The three run back into the hallway, but the crowd of zombies is too strong for them to hold the door shut. Melanie and Archer are trying to hold the door while Lewis runs away to save his own life. Archer offers to hold the door open until Melanie also leaves. Once he makes her think that he will be right behind her, she agrees. But when Melanie is on the other side, Archer opens the door and runs through the crowd of zombies. Now, there are only 16 minutes left until the Brimstone Protocol is carried out. Melanie walks down a hallway until she gets to the lobby, which is where they were taken when they first got to the island. There are also a lot of zombies everywhere. Lewis suddenly appears in front of her and says he's sorry he left earlier. Melanie sees a bite mark on his arm and points her gun at him. Instead of shooting, she gives him the gun. Lewis knows he can't be saved, so he shoots himself while Melanie is being chased by the zombies. She is suddenly dragged into a room by CEO Valerie, who says that they can only get out through the emergency exit. Melanie refuses to work with her and calls her a monster. The two fight over the gun, but the creatures soon attack them. Valerie is killed, but Melanie manages to run outside while being chased. Just then, the Brimstone Protocol starts causing explosions all over the island. Melanie barely avoids getting caught in the explosion by jumping into the water. The whole island is on fire as rescue helicopters fly around it. 3 weeks after the event, we see Archer sitting in a bar. He miraculously got off the island and is now watching Melanie on television. She talks about how humans beat the zombies but lost their humanity in the war. She has brought to light the Hopu organization and is advising the people to prepare for the possibility of a second conflict. When we look into the background, we can see a number of zombies attacking people, and somewhere else, a journalist is reporting the news about what happened. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more and hit the like button to help me out, and also leave a comment if you want me to explain your favorite film. Until next time, take care.